So if you're looking to immigrate over to Canada as a medical professional, you could be a doctor, dentist, pharmacist, or any other healthcare occupations which apply to your case. First, you would need to create your express entry profile, and you will be given points based on 4 fundamental factors: your age, qualification, work experience, and your excellent command of the English language. You would also need to get your educational credential assessment done from the Medical Council of Canada, and that's for immigration purposes. Now, based on these fundamental factors, you would create your express entry profile, and you will be given a CRS score. If you're looking to improve your CRS score so you can compete better in the competition in the pool, then you would need to claim points for a job offer from Canada. But once again, it's not mandatory for you to have a job offer from Canada. It's only to increase your CRS score so you get a better shot in competing with the crowd in the pool. And if you have a relative in Canada, it could be a sibling, you can fetch points for your relatives. Now, once you create your express entry profile, you're simply waiting for the Canadian government to give you an invitation to submit your PR application. Now, you could fetch an invitation either from the provincial government, and you can also fetch an invitation directly from the federal government. Now, this all boils down on your CRS score. The provincial government is quite flexible as far as the CRS is concerned, because I've seen medical professionals receiving invitations in the past at a CRS score of around 352 points, 371 points, somewhere 400 points, somewhere above 400 points. From a provincial level, it's much easier to get an invitation. But if you're looking to get an invitation directly from the federal government, then your CRS score has to be well above 445 points. Once you receive the invitation from the provincial government, you will have to submit an application to that province in order for them to nominate you. If you are nominated, then second step is for you to apply for your PR application to IRCC. And if you get a direct invitation from the federal pool, from the federal government, then it's just one application. That's a PR application that you have to submit to IRCC. And you will have to provide documentary evidence throughout the different stages of your application. And this documentary evidence must support all the numbers you had punched in when you created your express entry profile. For example, your English proficiency test, or your educational credential assessment, or it could be your work experience. You need to submit the experience letters. Proof of funds will boil down to the number of family members in a household. And if you look at the chart on the screen, you can figure out for yourself which amount applies to you in your specific case. And that's it. You submit your PR application to the Canadian government, and you are on your way to Canada if, of course, they approve your application. Now, if you are about to create your express entry profile, or you have questions or concerns, or if you have received an invitation from the Canadian government and you're looking to submit your application, but you still have questions or concerns and you're looking for professional advice, you can also book an appointment at the given link here. We'll have a detailed chat of about 45 minutes, and we'll do a complete assessment to see where you stand. And of course, we'll let you know how you can move forward. Anyways, that's it for now, and we'll come back with more updates. Thank you.